everyone, and welcome to my place and my plot. In this video, we're going to start working on my plot. My plan for the summer is to create a sort of crescent-shaped prairie garden. And I priced out the plants for the design I wanted to do, and it came up to like $500. So instead of buying the plants from the local prairie nursery, we have those in Minnesota because it's a native Minnesota land. So instead of buying the plants, what I decided to do was buy the seeds. Now, native prairie plants, I'm told, can be quite hard to germinate. The Prairie Moon Nursery, which is where I bought these seeds from, this cost me like maybe 20 bucks. And they have A through K, A through M germination codes. So it's definitely not the easiest thing in the world. But I did not have my plot ready, so I couldn't just sow them in the ground in the fall and then wait for them to sprout up this spring. So instead, I'm going to do winter sowing in milk jugs. Ta-da! Milk jugs. So apparently this is really easy to do. We shall see. I already messed up one, but I cut one of them is ready to go, and you just cut around, leaving a hinge so you can get them open, though ideally the hinge is supposed to be on this side. You plant up this part, you put the seeds in it according to how they're supposed to be planted, and then you put these outside, and you just let them live through the winter. It's February 7th. The seeds I've ordered, the ones that need the longest cold treatment, need 60 days. That would be February and March. Around here in Minnesota, that should be just fine. It will definitely be cold enough in February and March to make this go. The one trick is that today is literally the coldest day we have had in 2 years. It is 5 below right now, and it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's cold. So we're going to plant these, but they're going to go out in the garage because I think the garage is not quite 5 below zero. They totally could take 5 below zero, but they're going from my refrigerator to 5 below zero, which I think might be a little bit too much of a shock. So that is today's plan. Let's get started. Okay, so the jars are all ready, and I have a spreadsheet over here where I laid out the plants that I want and how many of one of each to get to the prairie garden that I hope to someday have. And I've identified the ones that need at least 60 days. Like these have got to get in. So today I have 5 pots available. So I'm going to do the wild strawberry. The other ones I am going to do are the Silky Asters, because I don't think I have any of those. Whoops. We're going to focus on the ones that are definitely for the prairie garden. So Silky Aster, Bush's Coneflower, let's do that one. Amethyst Shooting Star is also for that one. And Columbine is for the back, so I think we do... Apologies, everyone. That would be the dog I'm doggy sitting. Windsor, enough! I think we'll throw in the Mullein Foxglove too, though that might also be for my shade garden. So, those are the ones I'm going to plant today. All right, pot number 1 is going to be Amethyst Shooting Star. So I'm going to put that on the bottom and hope for the bestest. They're smooshing on pretty good. All right. Make sure this is kind of even. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, all of these have said that you should... Oh, these seeds are very small and need light to germinate. So these are not even getting buried. Sow them on the soil surface. All right, let's go. Oh, and for this one, I need at least survivors. How much is this? Amethyst Shooting Star. I am hoping for 6. Like I said, the germination rates might be pretty bad, and I have other people who are interested in planting prairie plants, so I should be able to give some of these away. Oh yeah, they's tiny, all right. I'm just going to go for that much, and the goal would be we're going to kind of sprinkle them all over the place. And remember, we're not covering these because these ones need light to germinate. And I'm just going to maybe tap them down, make sure they stuck. Okay. And we're going to call that one done. So then the next step is to seal it shut with some duct tape. Dun-dun, dun-dun. All right. So we seal this shut. So the first person I saw do this was Laura at Garden Answer. And her first year, look, see, I got duct tape sticking to duct tape now. Her first year, she used packing tape around it and not potting soil, seed starting soil, and they didn't do so hot. So this time around, she did duct tape, and I think she's hoping for a better result. Okay, we're a little bit short, but that's okay. I'm going to get that part sealed up. So the idea here is that you would have enough light coming in, you got a bit of a greenhouse going, and you have an opening where water and other things can get in. So the last thing I'm going to do is attempt to label the side as well. Amethyst, shooting star. So now all we can do is hope one of these labels makes it. There, Amethyst shooting star is done. So now I'm going to go ahead and work my way through the rest of them, looking at the planting directions for each. So there it is, 5 jugs done. I probably need, how many more of these do I need? 60 days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need, well, at least 2 more, and then there's like 2 30 days. So I need at least 4 more of these. Okay, so I'm actually going to put these out in my front yard, which is south facing. I'm going to put them in around my cherry tree, which is off my lawn, and then I'm going to bury them in the snow that we already have. But as I said, today is really, really cold. So they're going to go in the garage for today because I don't want them to start warming up, that kind of a thing. So they're going to go into the garage until we start getting at least above 0, and then I will go out there and get them buried in the snow, and we shall see what they do. Hey everyone, thought I would do a quick update on some of my plot. What you see behind me over my shoulder right there is my winter sowing. So I have, half a dozen milk jugs out there that have the seeds from my perennials. The ones that are out there right now are the ones that need 60 days of cold. I think they'll get that. It is now March 2nd. And I actually had to move them. I plopped them on top of the snow, and we had a nice melt over the weekend, and they started falling over. So I have dug down, buried them in, and yeah, they'll just keep getting buried on, snow on top, and we will see how it goes. I have, I think, another 3 or 4 to do that need a 30-day cold treatment. But see, even in the middle of cold winter in Minnesota, we're still planting seeds. Hi everyone. So I planted the last of the seeds I want to do through winter sowing. Alum root, pearly everlasting, butterfly weed, and coreopsis. These need 30 days of cold treatment. One of them, pearly everlasting, I think it was, they're not even sure what the best way to do that is. It happens to be a gorgeous over 40-degree day out here. It's March 3rd, but it's still getting, well, below freezing nearly every night. Though I hear we're getting to 50 this weekend. Crazy times. So I'm just going to set these outside with the rest of them. Okay, I took a quick peek. The soil is definitely thawed today, but again, like I said, it'll freeze, and it's supposed to be this natural freeze-thaw, which is supposed to scarify the seeds and make them capable of opening. The other ones have been out here, been out in the cold since January. So we'll see how it all turns out.
Winter sowing success, Monday, March 22nd. I took a moment to go and check the winter sowing, and in one jug, thank goodness I had labels on the bottom, I have a seedling. It's Bush's Coneflower. So one seedling coming up out of the nearly dozen jugs that I have sitting there.
Hey everyone, I forgot to film an out for the winter sowing video. So this is it. I really hope you enjoyed watching. As you can see, maybe behind me, there has been some other sowing projects going on, seeding projects, and I hope you'll join me in the next video. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to hit the like. Thanks again for watching.